We all have to prepare and deliver presentations as part of college assignments. But has anyone really taught us how to prepare these presentations? What are we supposed to include and how to deliver them professionally? Well, I'm here to change that for you. Hi everyone, I am Neha Agrawal. I'm the founder of Eyes Up Communications, and in this video we are going to learn how to prepare and deliver amazing college presentations. So without further delay, let's get started. The first thing you need to do before you start preparing the presentation is to create a mind map for yourself. This will help you in designing the presentation later and not waste your time. So here the first thing you need to think about is what is the time allotted to you. Say for example, if the time to deliver the presentation is 10 minutes, then the number of slides in your presentation should approximately also be 10 based on the 1 slide per minute rule. After that, think about the content. So based on the content of your presentation, you should divide it into 3 segments. First is the introduction, then is the body, and third is the conclusion. Spend approximately 15% of time on the introduction and 15% of time on the conclusion. And the maximum, which is 70% of your time, should be spent on the body of your presentation. Now, gather the information that needs to go in your presentation in the form of graphs, figures, tables, and text. Here, my suggestion to you would be that instead of copying and pasting information from blogs and Wikipedia pages, go through the research papers which are published in peer-reviewed journals and then include that information in your presentation. After this, take a piece of paper and draw a rough layout as to which slide will contain what information and how will the content flow from one slide to another. So once you've created a basic outline of your presentation, now is the time to design the presentation template. For the template, the first thing you need to do is choose your colors. So here you can choose the colors that are there in the logo of your presentation and either go only with it or create an own color palette for yourself using the colors that are there in the logo. For this purpose, check out this website coolers.co where you can generate your own color palette and give a beautiful theme to your presentation. Keep in mind, don't use a lot of colors. I think a good limit here would be 3. To show you a sample presentation, here is how I've created my template by using the colors in my college logo. After your color palette is ready, give a simple header and footer to your slide. Something as basic as this would also do. Don't go for very fancy design features because then they start looking immature and informal. And also don't go for something which is very bulky because then it will occupy a lot of slide space. Finally, for the font, go for either Arial or Calibri. Please do not use Times New Roman. And once you've finalized all these things, your template will be ready and making the rest of your slides would become much easier. Coming to the next part of preparing the presentation, which is content and graphics. Starting with titles. Please do not give your slides titles like introduction, methods, results, etc. Not only are they very vague and boring, but they also don't give any information about your presentation and what you have included in your slides. Instead, give titles to your presentation which show a beautiful story in itself and explain or give an idea as to what are you going to share in the slide. For example, if you see my presentation here on electric vehicles, I've tried to give all my slides some interesting titles. Secondly, when you include text in your slide, please do not write full sentences. Only try to incorporate key phrases, that too in the form of bullet points. When you cut and paste information from pages like Wikipedia, not only does it make your content very text heavy, but also it makes you read from the slides that people will generally not appreciate. Third, do not include any pictures, graphs or tables that you're not going to explain. Because later on people might ask you questions related to it and you might not be able to answer them. Instead, include few graphs, few figures, few tables, but explain them so well that nobody can raise a doubt about it. Also, any information or any graphics that you are taking from another source, make sure to cite and reference them correctly at the bottom of your slide. This will show that you know what is the academically correct way of sourcing information, and it will make your professors very happy. Now that your slides are ready, let's talk about delivering a presentation. So for presentation delivery, instead of reading from a script on the stage, or instead of mugging the manuscript and then trying to recall it on stage, remember only key points of a slide. And then you go on stage, make eye contact with your audience and elaborate those points, taking your audience seamlessly through the presentation. This way you will not feel nervous or forgetting what you have to say next, and you will also be able to engage your audience in the presentation. Now coming to the posture. While presenting, please don't lean against the wall or keep your hands in your pocket because it looks unprofessional and casual. Instead, stand straight and keep your hands in the steeple pose, or hold the presenter in one hand and explain through the other. This not only gives you confidence but also makes you look as a very confident speaker in front of the audience. Now for the content. Try to stick to 1 minute per slide. Here my suggestion would be that you record yourself either on a phone camera or simply a voice recording would also do, and check whether you're speaking within the given time frame or not. This would also give you an opportunity to check where are you making mistakes and correct them. For example, if your pace is too fast or too slow, or if you're making grammatical mistakes while speaking in English, or whether you're using a lot of filler words. You can practice again and again to overcome these issues. Finally, at the end of your presentation, make sure that you summarize everything clearly and leave your audience with a key take-home message. If you do all the things that I've told you today, I can guarantee that yours will be one of the most memorable presentations in the entire class. So guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. Hope this video gave you a clear understanding of how to prepare and deliver college presentations. Now, if you wish to learn these things in detail of how to make modern PowerPoints and receive more techniques on how to deliver presentations confidently, then you can join me for my certification course on mastering presentation skills. With this course, not only will you master presentation delivery, but the certification will boost your CV for jobs and higher education. To know more, the link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And now, thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you have a fantastic career ahead.